Hey everybody, how's it going? Superfiend here, and let's play Total War Warhammer with the Norsca DLC using Throgg as our legendary lord. So we've got this wonderful new wallpaper here to celebrate the release of Norsca. And we'll pop in here and go to a new campaign on the old world, and we got Norsca and Wintertooth. I'm assuming Wintertooth is the one we're going to want to pick. Now, before we go into this, I want to make a couple quick announcements. I know that people kind of hate these, so I'm going to go through them really fast. One, I found a really cool artist. He's helping me spruce up the channel and get me some good artwork. So if you see some changes, I'd like to hear what you guys think about them. Number two, I've been thinking about doing some sort of subscriber giveaway to reward you guys who tune in and watch my videos. And sometime in the next week or two, I'll be posting a video with details about that, so just keep your eyes peeled. Number three, this campaign is going to be the third series that I am running in my channel. And it's not going to interfere with the Scarsnake series, so if you guys are actually paying attention to the Scarsnake episodes, those are going to keep coming at their regularly scheduled time, just like they have been. And the last announcement is in regards to mods that I have installed because of Scarsnake, and I'm not going to swap them out. I wanted to do kind of a vanilla Wintertooth campaign, but I don't want to try to toggle like turning mods on and off in between campaigns. So let me just run down what they are really quick. I got a mod that increases skill points for lords and heroes. I got a couple cosmetic mods for dwarven shields, black orcs, I think goblins. I have a mod that takes away the greater faction diplomacy debuff. When your faction grows too big, you get like -50 diplomatic relations to everybody. I've always thought that was kind of BS, so I have a mod that removes that. And I have a couple mods that change the beastmen units from way back when I did a beastmen campaign. And I think all those are going to work because I actually did load up the Wintertooth campaign and just end turn a few times and just auto-resolved a couple battles, and the game didn't crash, so I think we're going to be okay with that. And if there are any other mods that I have that I'm not mentioning, you know, as they come up, I'll mention them. Okay, so let's jump in here. Let's focus on Throgg and Wintertooth now. Let's just read this. King Throgg is no ordinary troll. Deep inside his massive and chaos-warped body, a cunning and malevolent intellect lurks, brooding on how best to bring about the downfall of man. His subjects, a fearsome army of warped monsters and gibbering lunatics, itch to do his will, to despoil and subjugate the southern lands in the name of the dark gods. Okay, doesn't that sound exciting? So I guess his main enemy is man. And we have here allegiance to the gods, provides significant bonuses to Norscan armies through pledging allegiance to a specific god. Monster hunts, Norscan lords can track, battle, and acquire the services of the most fearsome monsters of the old world. Monstrous heavy unit roster with a variety of lighter armored infantry and cavalry units. Sounds fun. And the initial challenge is hard. And let's look at Throgg himself here. He's looking mighty handsome. Can we rotate? Can we rotate and spin him around? I guess we can't. We're going to be doing this on legendary difficulty. What's he start with? He starts with some warhounds. So these are similar to the other dogs that the other armies get for chaos. We've got some Norscan trolls, armor piercing, regeneration, and I guess they cause fear. They got some decent armor, crap leadership. They're pretty fast. Standard trolls, it looks like. And then these guys, Norscan Ice Trolls, they have an ability called Frostbite, and I think that gives some sort of debuff, so we'll see how that works when we get in here. And Throgg himself, a powerful melee fighter. He has the Siege Attacker attribute, has powerful battle ability, Copious Vomit. That should be fun. I imagine running Throgg through the enemy lines and then vomiting all over the back of them would work well. And he can construct a unique building in Troll Country, so we're going to want to get there, wherever that is. And as far as his forces, he grants physical resistance, 10% for all Norscan Troll and Norscan Ice Troll units. So not regular trolls, so we want to make sure we get the Norscan Trolls. All units in Throgg's army are immune to attrition. That's huge, especially when dealing with the mountain regions. And upkeep, -15% for all Norscan Trolls and Norscan Ice Troll units. That's also big too. And it's all forces. It's not just Throgg. It's across the board. That's awesome. Before we start the campaign, I just want to say really quick that I've been keeping a bird's eye view of all the news that has been circling on the internet about today's releases. There's a huge game update, there's the Norscan faction, there's the Regiments of Renown. I have not been reading any of the details. I have no idea how any of this stuff works. I don't know what's changed. I have no idea what the campaign is going to be like when we click this little button, which we're going to do right now. Let's enjoy.
Those in the north are closest to the gods. Their lands lie within the ebbing shadow of chaos. For in the land of monsters and ice, where no crops grow, they have to be. Thus, I have come to guide their raw talent. Why waste such savagery on each other, while the southern lands are ripe for ravaging?
All right, so the Creative Assembly's trailer team is on point. That was pretty good, although that looked like it was more for Wulfric than for Throgg. But we'll forgive him. I'll forgive him.
Hail, Throgg, King of Trolls. You venture far from your natural lair. These lands are rich with meat and war. Feast upon them, grow in strength and number to bring ruin beyond. To the east, the icy mountains harbor the dwarfs of Krakadrak. They mine great treasures for themselves. But all of this can be yours for the taking, or for the gods. To the south, Kislev. These men of the bear dare to rule your kingdom. Let them feel the power of the monstrous horde. Destroy Erengrad and reclaim your rightful throne in Troll country. Beyond Kislev lies the Empire. Its bickering states of power are ripe with treasures. Take from these soft southern lands and establish new ports on their shores from which you can raid further. Across the Sea of Claws, a would-be challenger lies in wait aboard his precious ship. Devour him and do as you wish with his marauding warriors. Throgg, you are the Wintertooth, cunning and all-powerful. Let the realms of man suffer in horror and pain as your monstrous horde lays waste to all.
Okay, nice introduction there.
The harsh and
Oh,
desolate
let's see what we
wastes
got here.
of Norsca embrace you into its cold and wintry grip, my lord. Yet it cannot sustain your appetite for war.
Okay, so we got to raid and pillage. I guess that's what he's going to tell us we need to do. And okay, how they play. The northern marauders thirst for battle, raiding and pillaging the lands across the Sea of Claws under their patron god's ever-watchful gaze. Form an allegiance and devote yourself to one of the gods. Be their champion and raise the world in their ruinous name. The gods offer great rewards and bonuses once a significant amount of allegiance has been pledged by erecting great monoliths and raised settlements. Norscan settlements generate only a small income, so their main source comes from raiding and sacking their rivals' lands. To sustain a larger force, you will need to adopt their barbaric nature too. Sounds just like me. Let's see. The monstrous Arcanum allows you to embark on wild hunts to track and defeat the most ferocious of beasts. Defeating them grants powerful items and some of the captured beasts to command in battle. Confederate the Norscan tribes by defeating their leaders in battle. This will greatly improve your diplomatic standing with them. Okay, that sounds good. That is one of the few details that I did read. I guess if you beat a legendary lord in battle, they're more likely to confederate, which is a nice change, I think, diplomatically. And then I also did read that the Empire now, where are they at? They're right here. The Empire should start with all the recessionist lands. And I know that everybody got like skill respecs, and that's kind of all I know. Marauder outposts can be established at conquered coastal settlements outside Norsca, enabling basic recruitment options and locations from which to replenish your army. Securing major capital cities allows fully developed Norscan settlements to be built and unlocks unique technologies that can then be reached. So, if I'm reading this correctly, and based on what the guy said, we can settle in the ports and in capital settlements, but I don't know what else we can settle in. All right. Let's see what we got here. I know nothing about this campaign, so one of the first things I'd kind of like to do is go see who hates us, and that's kind of important to know. And so who are these? These are the Naggle-farlings. The Naggle-farlings. And what's this up here? Carved obsidian. This looks new. I don't know if I recognize this. It takes an artisan to carve and fashion obsidian. There are those far to the west who are the true masters, although others have produced fine pieces too. It may provide a unique building chain, and it will, when constructed, it will be available to trade. Okay, and we've got marble, and let's see, what else do we got nearby? We've got beer. I don't think this is going to do anything for us. Okay, these guys, are they friendly? What are they to us? And this is the Goromadni tribe. Goromadni, and let's see, attitude. Everyone loves us. That's why everything's red. Actually, it's the opposite. They dislike us. And we've got poor wealth, poor public order. We got great growth. And let's see. Chaos corruption is really high. Winds of magic. Okay, who cares about all that? We can do some research. We'll check that in a minute. Let's look at the objectives really quick. Victory conditions. This seems rather slim. Attain level 3 allegiance with one of the gods. Defeat all of the challengers sent against you. That's kind of vague. Destroy the following factions: Norsca, the Empire, and Bretonnia. Okay, so now they're bringing Bretonnia in as part of the victory objectives. I know a lot of people complain that the Beastmen campaign wasn't updated for the presence of Bretonnia. And let's see, what do we got here? Attain level 1, allegiance with any god. And I assume that's what these little bars up here are for. And so we got 4 bars, and I'm guessing 1 bar per dark god. Oh, okay, and so we can see what the bonuses are right here. So, okay, level 1, level 1, level 1. Okay, so I see what this does. Let's see, the Serpent, minus 10% upkeep. Okay, that could be good. And then we get Lord Recruit Rank plus 5. And then a Specialist Chaos Sorcerer, Kihar the Tormentor, will be recruited to fight for your faction. Okay. The Crow's Gaze, Casualty Replenishment Rate. I kind of like that. Wound Recovery Time, minus 4. I'm not so big on that. A Devastating Plague will be unleashed across the world, your faction being immune. So I'm going to guess that that's going to cause like major attrition across the campaign map. Okay, weapon strength, plus 10. This is the Hound, probably Khorne. Unit experience gain per turn, 100. That's pretty big. A unique and extremely powerful Hell Cannon battery unit, the Iceforge Legion, will become available from the Regiments of Renown pool. All right, so then you recruit that as a Regiment of Renown. So you get one really nice unit to put in one army, and then you got this thing that causes attrition across the whole map. And then this one we get Chaos Sorcerer. So right now the Crow's looking kind of better. Research rate, 20%. Winds of Magic starting amount. I don't imagine that we're going to have a lot of casting going on. And then a Mighty Lord of Change. Ooh. Azric the Maze Keeper will be unlocked. Ah, these are all kind of interesting. You know, I'm almost tempted to go with the Eagle's Gaze to get like the initial research buff. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, so we got War Tools, Monster Hunter, Sea Marauder, and then this all branches off into this stuff. So what's the stuff down here? Income from trade. Okay, so I guess Throgg can trade. Kind of stuff that we have in here. Physical resistance, missile damage. What do we get here? Unlocks level 1 monster hunts. That's kind of tempting to start doing that, but I think we might be too busy just fighting with neighboring factions to be going after that. What do we got here? Armor. Okay, see, I'm kind of tempted that we want to go into the War Tools first to get our Marauder infantry line slightly buffed. That will kind of bring them up to speed with all the buffs that the AI gets in Legendary. And income from sacking, movement range, these are all good too. I'm kind of tempted to kind of work my way through here a little bit and then maybe get a couple of these for like the post battle loot and the income from sacking. Like these 4 right here are kind of important for the economy, I think, and we need some things in here to get our basic Marauders slightly better than the neighboring factions, and then I think maybe we can go down here into the Monster Hunter stuff, and then plus Monster Hunter takes 5 turns if we can get these like a little bit sooner. So I think what we want, ammunition, melee attack, melee defense. I think we kind of want to go up here and get this and then go down here and get those. I think that's where we're going to start. Let's look at our diplomacy. Sorry, there's not a whole lot of action going on here. This is, you know, I have no idea what the campaign settings and things are. So I just want to make sure that I got a good idea of what's going on around us. Okay, Varg's got 5 settlements. They're pretty powerful. We don't really want to go to war with them, do we? Okay, these guys got 2 settlements, and they're right here. So, you know, that kind of makes sense that we want to go to war with them. I imagine that these dwarves hate us.
Come then, spit out your word.
Are they at war with anybody? So I get the feeling that we need to deal with these dwarves, and we also need to deal with these guys. So these guys, we have a non-aggression pact. Nobody wants to trade. Nobody's going to want to trade with us for a while, I bet. Now, Norsca's interesting. Wulfric, he starts with 1 settlement. That's kind of odd.
I'm told you want to talk.
And Varg starts with quite a few.
I was restless for a fight.
I like the voiceovers. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can sack or raise Krakadrak. I think that's kind of what I'm inclined to do first. And let's look at our faction really quick. Okay, so we can get a Shaman Sorcerer, a Femir Belfiend, I don't know what that is, or a Skinwolf Werekin. I'm guessing that's a werewolf of some sort. People were very excited about werewolves. Let's look at the building browser. Oh, he's got a lot of buildings. Okay, so we got a port. We probably want to upgrade this. How much are knights? 133 per turn. These are horsemen, chariot, marauder, horseman, Ice Wolf's chariot. That's kind of neat. Sounds nice. And horse masters. Okay, we got skin wolves. Skin wolf werekin. I guess this is a champion. And then what's this? Norscan ice wolves, very fast, frostbite. Skin wolves armored. Okay, that sounds promising. What do we got over here? And then, okay, so we got different sorcerers. We got metal, fire, and can we look at the guy in the middle? Death. Death is probably really good for the leadership debuffs, considering that Throgg is probably going to cause terror, or at least fear. And most of his army, when you get to the monsters, will probably be doing the same thing. So, and then what do we got here? Marauder allows recruitment of, this is a watchtower, so that's where we get our garrison stuff. Growth. We don't have any war machines, do we? There's no war machines in this campaign. Not seeing any war machines. Oh, we can get the war mammoths. Okay. Okay, I think what we're going to do is... You know, I kind of think having the cavalry is going to be more useful. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to upgrade this. And we're going to, what's our money look like? 3,000 in our treasury, and we got nice income per turn. Let's go ahead and recruit a lord here. Enemy leadership -2, that sounds good. Okay, we're going to get Inger Helstad, and we're going to stick him in here. And... Okay, let's see. I think we're going to move this way, because I think if we can't make it all the way to Crackadrack, then maybe we'll set up in a raiding stance down here. But I'm inclined to think that, you know, we got to go fight these guys. And... Let's see, we got some Javelin men, Marauder Spearmen, and Marauders. Do we have any other Marauder Spearmen in here? Okay, so I'm hoping that Throgg is very strong. Who's better at melee? Okay, these guys are much better at melee, so what we're going to do is we're going to add another 2 units of Marauders here, and we'll charge in with like all the different trolls and Throgg, and then we'll send in the Marauders behind when we get in the battle. And since we're at war with these guys, I imagine they're going to want to come over here, and so let's just get a unit of Spearmen in here. And we'll set up over here and we'll do some raiding, and we'll just see where that gets us. And don't be surprised if I make a bad misstep early in the campaign and we lose like 10 turns into it. That could always happen. Of course, if we do have to restart, we'll be restarting with more knowledge, and it'll be a quicker restart. Okay, so this is good. I think we can chase this guy down. So let's see what happens here. Throgg will come on as reinforcements. Okay, this guy's gonna, he wants to fight us. Let's do it. Now, I know nothing about how Throgg performs in battle. If I had to guess, I'd say that he's probably somewhere in strength lower than Kolek, and maybe like Durthu plus or minus like 5%. I don't know. I imagine he's going to be kind of tanky and hitty like Durthu is, but I don't know. We're going to find out. Okay. Oh, and they have a dragon. Am I reading that right? Can that thing fly? Can it fly? I don't think I have anything that can counter a flyer. Okay. Let's get these guys over here. And let's see. Let's get our doggies. Okay, these are fast. Are these both fast? 95, 95. Okay, they're both fast. So, yeah, I see wings. Okay, so they got a dragon that flies. Okay, Throgg is pretty quick. He got here pretty quick, didn't he? What's his speed? 56? So let's get a look at Throgg. I imagined he'd be a little bit bigger. Not gonna lie. And here's his copious vomit. And let's just read the description. It's a magic missile. Cannot target if flying, so it's a ground attack. It's a projectile of 100 meters. Can't ground target or anything like that. Okay, so we'll see how that works. And let's see if we can't lure these guys out a little bit. Oh, the voices are great. An insignificant try wipe them out. And then when you issue the move order, they all yell Norsca. I like it. Alright, so what do we got up here? And which of these does what? So these ones, very fast in frostbite. These ones are weak against armor. It can hardly punch through armor. Okay, so that's the Norscan Warhounds, but the Norscan Ice Wolves don't seem to have that problem. And Frostbite, minus 52% speed. Okay. Luckily, none of these guys really have armor, except for maybe the Spearmen. I'm not sure. Where's our Spearmen? I thought we recruited a Spearman. Here it is. 15 armor, 15 armor. So really, not a lot of armor on any of these units here that we're up against. So now the question's going to become, where's the dragon going to go, right? I get these are great weapons, so those guys will probably do more damage to Throgg, if I had to guess. Okay, let's see. Let's get over here into the trees and be sneaky. Okay, the AI is adjusting its lines. Okay, these dogs are really fast, so let's see if we can kind of like lure these guys into chasing us a little bit. See what happens if we just kind of move over to here. Okay, are they going to come after us? They should. You know, the AI loves to run into little engagements like that. Okay, let's see. Okay, here they come. You guys are getting a little ahead of the crowd here, though. Okay, let's get back. Now, if possible, let's see. Okay, we want to get the dogs on the dragon. And now counterattack with all of that. Okay, we want these guys here, these guys there. Let's see. Let's get these dogs around the back. Okay, so the dragon... Oh, come on, guys. I right-clicked on the dragon. What are you doing? Okay, and here come all of our marauders. So we're going to charge these guys in this way. And we're going to try and get these guys over here. Okay, let's get those dogs out of there. Let's get the 2 units of trolls. Trolls are running. Where's Throgg? Let's get that vomit. And we'll charge in here. Okay, the dragon's almost dead. Does this guy get any abilities? And let's look at Throgg again. We gotta wait 37 seconds. Okay, let's get the trolls around the back now. Okay, Throgg and the trolls are keeping things tied up over here. And our other dogs got caught there. Okay, the dragon's running. You get around the back here. Okay, we just need to keep an eye on the dragon. We got 5 seconds for this. Okay, and we'll charge into the back. Throgg, let's see here. So let's see what happens. Okay, so it kind of went through these guys. All right. And how are we doing here? Our guy got his he got beat up. He did not do well. The dragon's still running. Let's get these dogs back. Okay, these guys are running. Let's get Throgg in here. Come on, guys, get in here. Okay, we got to get on the great weapons. Let the dogs... I was going to say we can let the dogs run these guys down, but we'll put the dogs on there. Lord, where's Throggy? Destroy their world. The dragon should be coming back. Okay, here comes the dragon, so we're going to keep the dogs ready. If we can. We got their lord is running, and we got another vomit over here. So let's watch him do it. Bleh. All right. Okay, now our units are all fast, so maybe we should take some time and run them down. We'll just crank the speed up. And we'll get these guys, okay, those are the spearmen. Okay, so we probably could have fought that a little bit better, but, you know. I have not played this faction at all. Nobody has. Except for a few lucky people that got early release access. That's pretty neat for them. And let's get on this guy here, the great weapons. Okay. And then I think we'll be able to move back into our territory and replenish. We kept this guy. All right. So let's get back onto the campaign map. Or maybe we could move into like a raiding stance or something and replenish, and then you know, sack their settlement. Okay.
My lord, paving the way for a simple and forceful confederation between you both.
Killing Norscan faction leaders in battle will force their faction to confederate. Okay, wow. Interesting. So I guess this was the faction leader, Lamont Dahl. Okay, so what can we do here? I think the replenishment sounds better. So we'll get that. And so let's see if we can federate with these guys now.
Forward to this. Prepare to be ripped to shreds.
They'll do it, and can we even force them to pay? So, you know, that's kind of neat. We get all this territory just from that. Now, who are they at war with? They're at war with just us. You know, I kind of feel like maybe we should do this. Are we going to get some stupid confederation penalty? What? Oh, okay, because we got their army. That's right. Lamont Dahl has been executed. We need to get somebody for their army. Let's see. They're all kind of expensive. There's the Lord of Change if we get enough allegiance with one of the Dark Gods. Let's get this public order guy. Okay, province secured. Okay, so we got the whole province, and let's see up here. No confederation debuff like you get with the greenskins. So, and other factions. So that's really nice. Okay, Winterpire is where we started. Let's look at our building browser. This building that we're upgrading can go to level 3. Oh, yes, one of the other mods I have allows for tier 4 minor settlements. That's more to help the AI with recruitment. But just as an FYI, I'll be taking that into consideration as we plan our provinces. Okay, so, you know, I'm thinking that our next major threat is going to come from the dwarves over here. You know, I'm just kind of inclined to think that. So let's see how Varg feels about us. They got five settlements. 5 settlements.
I'm told you want to talk. How disappointing.
So if we were to go over there and kill Sirtha Ek, then they would have to confederate with us. And we would get 5 settlements. And then these guys have 3 settlements, so we could kill them next. And you know, we could get all this territory in a small handful of turns. But while we do that, I have a concern that these dwarves will go nuts and they'll start raising stuff over here. So the question is, what's better? Is it better to try to get all this territory, or is it better to like knock these guys out of the game? But if we knock these guys out of the game, then we're going to be stuck facing Kislev and the stuff down here, and then we're just going to be stuck fighting with them while everything over here gets stronger. So I think strategically, and then over here, there's only one. You know, if we manage to win over here, there's only one Chaos faction or Norscan faction to confederate over here. But if we go this way, it opens up all this territory. And it's much harder for the armies of men to march into all this territory because of attrition. So I think what we're going to do with Throgg is we're going to kind of like migrate quickly across the top here and just try to get all of this territory as fast as we can. I think that is going to be the best thing for us. All right, what do we got here? Okay, so this is like the Beastmen. You get one or the other. So melee attack +2, hit points +3, charge bonus, leadership. This is an ability. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. I'm not sure I understand the stages. Missile resistance. Armor, and then Plague of the Crow. Replenishes hit points of combatants. Enables poison attacks. So he'll constantly regenerate. So I'm guessing the Crow is kind of like maybe Nurgle. Okay, and okay, the Eagle seems to be Tzeentch. Okay, now we've got these Beast Slayers. Standard die. Voice of the Dark Gods. What's this at the end here? Okay, leadership and melee attack. Takers of all. Income from post-battle loot. Server die. Casualty replenishment rate. That's always big. Growth is always a wonderful bonus. Oh, okay, and this goes on pretty far down here, huh? That's a huge replenishment rate. Spawn of Chaos. Unit experience gain per turn, 150. Boy, you combine that with this one up here, 250 experience per turn. Your guys will be rank 9 in no time flat. That's amazing. Okay, he gets a War Mammoth mount. Okay, so if he's going to get a mammoth for a mount, then it seems to me like we want him to have the charge bonus. And then the plague of, and then if he's going to be on a war mammoth and he's going to replenish and have increased armor and missile resistance, because if he's going to be on the mammoth, he's going to be a giant pincushion. I think that's going to be a lot better than like a bound fireball. So I think we're going to go Drinker of Blood with this guy. This guy's brand new. He's got nothing. And let's see, we can't move him. Let's just suck all of the units from that army into this army, and then we'll disband this guy, and that'll save us some money per turn, so now we're positive. That's good, Throgg. I hope you eat some fiber too. And alright, I think we're looking good. So let's end the turn. Oh, what's this down here? We got a new icon.
Beasts and monsters that roam the world.
Okay.
Seek them out.
The following. Okay, so we got to get that that technology before we get to learn about the monsters. So. And what do we got going on over here? Okay, so this is the capital. Does it have walls? Probably doesn't. These are like encampments, not official settlements. Okay, I think we're gonna make a pit stop down by here, the Tower of Crack, and then come this way. Or oh gosh, I want to kill these dwarves so bad, because it's gonna be like Clan Angren or something, where you ignore them for a little while and then they go bonkers. All right, I just get that feeling. All right, this episode's gotten pretty long. I want to get it uploaded. I want to give you guys something to watch. So we're going to end this here, and we're going to keep the campaign going. I'm going to try to get a few episodes up today and tomorrow so that you got stuff to watch today and through the weekend. And then starting next week, it'll be a more regular upload schedule like my other series. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, and have yourself a good afternoon.